Hello everyone, welcome to Morning Market Call. With me today is Aaron Barkas, accounting major from the Marriott School of Management. He's an accountant, folks. We got to listen to him. That's right. Today we're going to talk a little bit about 3D technology, the new rage in the movie industry. Tell me a little bit, Aaron, where can we find 3D technology?
So right now there's a lot of different avenues that you can watch 3D. So the big one is movies, obviously. Avatar was a huge hit, and Hollywood's really pushing for this 3D. Being as over the last decade, the number of people actually going to see movies has decreased about 9%.
Wow.
And so Hollywood's been really trying to do, find something new, such as 3D. Also, you could get 3D in TVs, which a lot of like the new TV companies just announced that they're going to be releasing HD 3D within the next couple months.
Wow. And
laptops are the latest thing with 3D.
That's a lot of different areas we can get our 3D. Sounds like that's inevitable. So is this a done deal?
And that's a great question. And actually, in the past, Hollywood's actually really pushed these 3D. Back in the 1950s, they really wanted 3D to become big, and it did for about 3 years. But then, like, the technology just wasn't that great, and people just, I guess, moved on to different things, and to the CinemaScope. And then back in the 1980s, Jaws was released in 3D for the theaters, but kind of the same thing happened. People just didn't really accept the technology and didn't like it that much. And so that's one of the problems, is this just going to be another fad? And we really don't know yet. But one of the problems also with 3D is that a lot of people that watch 3D sometimes gives them a headache. And I've had that problem before. Also, last year, Hollywood really pushed a lot of these 3D movies, but there was only one major hit, and that was Avatar. But there were actually a number of movies that did come out.
So all those movies that we didn't actually see, there's plenty of them that came out in 3D. So evidently there is some interest out there for it. Movie theaters and movie studios even are interested in this technology. So why do you see this this new technology, or this resurrected technology? Why would it continue?
Well, one of the things that the chairman of Disney said was that if you enhance the experience, the people will pay. And we've seen that with Avatar, and also with the new statistics. Being as this last year there was about $1.3 billion money spent on the 3D movies in the theaters, which is actually 3 times the amount that was spent in 2008.
Wow.
And this new technology is a lot better. Back in the 1950s and 1980s, you'd actually have to have 2 projectors. And so if the projectors weren't aligned perfectly, it would easily give people a headache, and it was also the 3D picture wasn't that clear. However, with this new technology made by RealD, a company based out of Beverly Hills, it's only 1 projector. And so this actually makes it a lot better picture for the people, a lot better experience for those that go and watch the movies. Also, there's been a real push to get these 3D projectors in the theaters.
And so what you're saying is that this 3D technology that we're seeing today is not your grandmother's 3D technology from the 50s.
That's correct. That is correct.
Interesting. So how long do you think it will take to catch on?
You know, I think it'll still take about at least a couple years. I mean, 5 years. I remember HD TV, the first broadcast in HD TV was in 1996. And it wasn't until recent years that HD TV has really made a big push. And so I kind of see the same thing happen with 3D technology.
And so what's the future of this? I mean, we've got 3D technology. What else could be coming up in the pipe?
Well, we know that, that TVs are getting pushed a lot right now. And so you could actually pre-order a lot of 3D TVs on Amazon. And the price for those right now is about $2,600 to $3,600 for like a 46-inch to a 55-inch. But one of the problems with this is that they are a little expensive right now. There really isn't a lot of programs that you can watch in 3D. And the glasses are pretty expensive. To have one of the glasses is about $120.
Wow, that sounds pretty expensive for a little white paper with red and green lenses, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is now the new glasses actually have a shutter to help enhance the 3D experience. And what's really cool is the Masters tournament, the one that Tiger Woods is going to be playing in the next couple of weeks, will actually be broadcast in 3D.
Wow.
for those that do have these 3D TVs with the glasses also.
Well, interesting. So I also hear about smell TV and 4D. Sounds like there's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe for us to get all of our entertainment needs. Is that right?
What's really interesting was Avatar, which was released here in 3D in America, was actually released in 4D in South Korea. And so to enhance the experience there, they actually, when scenes that there was rain and stuff like that, they would spray mist and stuff like that. So there's actually rides like that at Disneyland currently.
Wow.
And that might actually be a big push in the future.
Well, that's really interesting to know. We're glad that 3D technology is being developed and pursued. We're glad that all these media moguls out there are doing their best to make sure our entertainment needs are fully served in every possible way. I'd like to thank Aaron for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
The Morning Market Call is a production of the Marriott School of Management at Brigham Young University and is made possible by generous donations from Larry Kashjan and Gary Williams. This webcast was produced by Greg Lee, Tim Hart, Julie Kellett, and Jonathan Marucci.